Our favorite noise. Okay, all right. So that was just our intro. So this is our meeting on April 14th. So we are just trying to establish, what we've been up to, what we're working on, what we're going to be doing next semester, what we'll be working on over the summer, what we want to see from you guys, and see what you guys want to get involved with specifically in Sustain Mizzou, and just like our new updates. So if you haven't been here before, I recognize almost all of you. And if you want to turn your cameras on and join this wonderful conversation, please ask me questions. Okay, so if you don't know already, the Same Mizzou, 501c3 nonprofit, nonpartisan organization dedicated to local action, cooperation, education in the community. So that's what we've been doing for the past 18 years. We're entirely student run, and we hope to continue that even once we become a fully funded program of the University of Missouri. So, all right. So this is where we have some new upcoming changes, which will be really exciting. So we'll be keeping our regular programs or projects that we work on already. So this includes beekeeping, stream cleanups, footprint maybe, e-waste, clothing drives, clothing swaps, food drive, weatherization, sustainability week, all the fun stuff that we do already. And including our meetings, we will continue doing our meetings because it is pretty much a crucial part of our organization. So we won't be getting rid of that anytime soon. But the new things that we'll be working on, we'll be absorbing the sustainability office's programs. So this is really exciting, considering that the sustainability office closed a year ago, like almost exactly a year ago. So we've been without these programs for that long, and we're really glad to see that that the university was willing to work with us in bringing them back. So the things that we'll be continuing, which we started like almost all of these programs, so we're just kind of reabsorbing them. They got too big, which is why we gave them to the sustainability office in the first place. So we will be taking on Tiger Tailgate Recycling. We'll be doing the on-campus farmers markets again, which is exciting. Tiger Treasures, we'll be doing a mini version this year, and we'll be doing a large one next year. And then we will be bringing back the Bike Resource Center. So those are things we'll be starting to implement back in over the next year. It'll be slow, but we'll be doing it. We'll be figuring it out on our own, and figuring out what needs improvement, what we can do better. We'll still be doing collaborations with organizations, fundraisers, potlucks. Hopefully we can bring back potlucks once everybody's vaccinated, I guess. And we'll be doing tabling a lot more. So it's very exciting. This is just what we'll be adding to our already packed club of events. So, let's see what you have. Okay, question about Tiger Treasures. So Tiger Treasures is a event at the beginning or at the end of the spring semester. So this is when everybody moves out of the dorms. Usually the sustainability office works with MU Surplus, and we usually work with MU Surplus, Tiger Pantry, and YMCA, the university Y. So basically we collect everything from all of the dorms, and we just kind of collect whatever anybody wants to get rid of, which includes pretty much food, clothes, furniture. We get a lot of mini fridges, like stuff like that. And we sell it all back to the community at yard sale prices, which is really cool. So in that money that we raise back from this gigantic, it's huge yard sale, we give all that money to the local YMCA. I believe, I don't know, I think the statistic was taken around 3 years ago, but we raised them $14,000 over a couple of years. So it was a lot of money. It's a very effective program. This year, we will just be doing clothes and food, and mainly we're working with Tiger Pantry and Truman's Closet this year. So it'll be a small version, but we will be, still wanting volunteers to help go through stuff. We're still going to need to go through all the food and make sure, what's expired, what can we keep, and we'll be giving the rest of the clothes that we can give to Truman's Closet, and then we'll be donating the rest of it instead of our regular yard sale format. But we'll still be diverting waste from the landfill, because generally people aren't going to take the time to go donate it. They're just going to throw it away in the giant dumpster outside, which is sad. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions about the programs? All right, cool. Okay, so this is the important part. So this is what we'll be kind of focusing on today. Okay, so these are the positions that we'll be needing to fill over the next month, pretty much. So we're hoping to fill the majority of these over the next month so we can start transitions and get everything up and running. We already are beginning this transition process. We are starting it. It's already ball's already rolling, but what we want from you guys is to be interested in these positions and to, get involved and fulfill a leadership position that you can do. And guess what? It's like really fun. So here's a couple new things that we'll be doing. So we are completely revamping our exec board. So this is fairly very new, but we will be adding a full-time sustainability coordinator. This was very similar to what they had in the sustainability office, but in a different format. They won't be making decisions for students. They'll be helping and assisting students and guiding students and making sure that we're, using our student sustainability fee well, and we're using it towards the students. So that's their position. That's something else. That's not something you can do as a student, but that is something we'll be adding. So the two things that you can do as a student that will be paid positions will be the Director of Sustain Mizzou Projects and the Director of Sustainability Office Program. So what we're expecting out of these is they're basically co-presidents. They will be dealing with all of the projects and the programs of what I just talked about beforehand. So each side will have, a specific set of programs they'll be working on, and they will be delegating things to the, they'll be delegating things to the rest of the exec board. So this is something that's very exciting and something a little bit new, and will actually give us a little bit more, I guess, time and manpower in working on things, because somebody will be dedicated to the position and will be working on it all the time. So these positions are on Hire Mizzou Tigers, so you actually have to apply to them like when you go to job. They are already up and running if you are interested in them and you have questions, because we have laid out the responsibilities for these jobs. We can talk to you directly if you'd like to ask a question, or if you'd like to talk to us at the end of the meeting or some other time, or send us an email. So that's what we'll be doing. And then for the rest of the exec board, we will be doing our regular election format, but just in a slightly different way. Hopefully we can do an outdoor event at some point, and maybe we can do elections in person, because our elections is, what I believe, April 28th. That's what it sounds like. I think April 28th. So we're hoping to do that then. Hey, if you want an outdoor event, let me know. But either way, so what we'll be expecting out of elections, these are the positions that we'll be electing for. So we'll be doing the volunteer and student engagement coordinator. This person is pretty self-explanatory, engaging students, collecting volunteers, communicating with other programs in like Caring for Columbia and Tigers for a Cause, and we'll be working with them to gather volunteers, and like this includes tabling and like everything else like that. So it'll be a really fun and exciting position that works with a lot of people, and just making sure that people are staying involved, caring, or getting a good piece out of the club. Fundraising and finance coordinator, we will have that full-time sustainability coordinator overseeing the majority of our finances, but we don't want them doing everything because this is a student-run organization. So fundraising and finance coordinator will still be maintaining, all the finances that we would deal with, maintaining all of the programs and projects, their funding and everything, what we're spending, what we are raising. We will still be doing fundraising because it is a crucial part of our organization and helps our community greatly. So that's pretty much our treasurer position. Outreach and communications coordinator. We'll be working with the marketing department of student engagement, which is a beautiful new thing that we'll be having access to. But either way, this is your classic social media, email, everything. If you're a marketing major, this is a great opportunity for that type of thing. And then the Sustain Mizzou historian will just be in charge of making sure that we keep track of everything that we're doing, making sure that everything, everybody's on top of things, keeping people responsible, just making sure that we have somebody keeping everybody in check, and then taking notes and classic secretary things, but also historian things, and making sure that things are up and running the way they should be. All right, so those are our exec board positions. So the ones that will be up for election are 4 through 7. The 2 and 3 will be on Hire Mizzou Tigers. And then if you want to be the full-time sustainability coordinator, that'd be great. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about that? No. So hard to tell when everybody is just dark little screen. But okay, so compost and gardening project. This is where we will need immediate help. So thank you. This is where we're going to need, people to like step it up. I put that form in the group me yesterday. So if you haven't applied, apply now, because I will be closing the form by Friday. We'll be posting social media later tomorrow, making sure that everybody has the opportunity to do it. If you run out of time, but please do it before Friday. So basically what we're looking to get out of this project is it's growing. It's becoming a very popular project. It's becoming something that many organizations on campus want to partner with us with. I just had a meeting with ResLife and RHA today, and they want to integrate compost and gardening, or just composting, back into the dining halls. So this is going to be like a really big step in the right direction for everybody. It's going to be very positive for the University of Missouri, considering how large we are. We need to implement composting back into the residence halls like we did 5 to 10 years ago, which we can't do anymore. Luckily, we got the university claiming that they still compost off of their website, so that's a win for us, so partially. But either way, we'll be working, we want a committee basically working on the compost and gardening project, because it will be such a large project. So this is just an outline of what we will be kind of the positions that we're wanting, but we'll extend them if we get enough people and everything. So compost project chair, somebody running the actual composting portion of it and making sure that the program itself is set up right, somebody maintaining and checking the compost, making sure they're working with Dan, who is our main gardener, things like that. And then we also have the compost outreach volunteer chair. So this applies to the same thing with the gardening, back and forth. But so this position will be in charge of maintaining relationships with these organizations that want to be working with us, and outreaching to organizations that have done this in the past, like the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture, which was started from Sustain Mizzou's old composting project. So this has the ability or the potential to be a very, very successful project that we can revamp again and do. So this, this will just kind of be coordinating volunteers for our I guess garden work days and everything like that, and our composting work days. And if we ended up doing compost collection from the dining halls, they'll be in charge of working with students on that. And if we start the, all this other kind of stuff, it's a very layered program, but it's very fun. It's very exciting, and it's direct change and positive change within your community that you can actually see happen right before your eyes. So that's always something. And then gardening, I know a lot of people have emailed us about the gardening plot. Now you can fill out a form, and we'll actually, talk about it, and we're actually going to have a meeting about it, and we're actually going to do it, and we're going to start. So gardening project chair, if you wanted to start that plot, we need somebody or multiple people who are going to be here consistently over the summer to make sure that they're maintaining it, but just making sure that they, have some knowledge of gardening so they can help teach other people, because the purpose of it is to educate people on how to garden and how to grow your own food. And so you're learning something while doing something fun. So if you want to do any of those are available. Okay, and then here's some things that are a little bit down the road, definitely in the fall. So if you're looking for something, not necessarily right now, but definitely in the fall, these are the positions that we'll be needing by the beginning of next semester. So Tiger Tailgate Recycling Program Leaders. Has anybody done Tiger Tailgate Recycling? Sarah says yes. So, but yeah, no, it's a really fun program. Basically, we go around and we hand out garbage bags, recycling bags to tailgaters, and try to educate them on how to recycle, what they're doing, what they need to do. And then they just leave the recycling bags there, and the city comes and collects it and weighs it and sees how much waste we diverted from the landfill. So this requires a lot of planning. Yes, it does get you a free pass to the football game if you actually are involved. You get to go to every football game for free. So if you like football, here's your season pass. So you also get to ride around in a golf cart. But all of that requires a lot of planning beforehand. We will work with MU Athletics, we'll be working with campus facilities, and now that we are part of student engagement, we actually get to work with a lot of more organizations that will actually be partnering with us, and we will have access to more golf carts and more, more time and space, and we have a lot more resources that we can work with, but we need someone to help plan this. So they'll be working directly with the director of the Sustainability Office programs and just making sure that we can get this up and running for each football game. This is something once football starts, but we need to do it beforehand. Okay, so and then the on-campus farmers market, if everybody's been to the farmers market at some point a while ago. Yeah, they were on Lowry Mall. We used to just have vendors there from the Columbia Farmers Market, and keep hearing somebody else. But so on-campus farmers market, we used to just add vendors and have everybody come out and get a little bit closer to local people, local vendors, so that the students could interact with them directly. It's a little bit more difficult for students to go all the way to the Columbia Farmers Market over by the Arts. So we wanted to bring it directly to campus. So this is a really fun opportunity. We ended up having a lot of really neat vendors towards the end. We had Tiger Garden used to come out and sell flowers, and we used to have two vintage stores would come out and sell clothes, which was really cool. But that was, before COVID. So yeah, so we're hoping to do this again. We're going to start doing it. We're already working on, looking into, everything that is required with this. But if you wanted to work on this and you want to select vendors and you want to be a part of something that's a really cool planning opportunity, this would be a great opportunity for you. We'll probably need multiple people for both of these programs, multiple people. So it's not a first come, first serve. If you want to do it, you can do it. So the Bike Resource Center would probably be the last program that we'll be adding as of right now, regularly. So this is, free bike repair. So if we used to have a couple bike boys that used to work in the office that would be out in Speaker Circle fixing bikes whenever somebody needed their bike fixed. What we'll be doing a little bit differently this time, we'll be doing them like appointment based, and we'll be doing them at the campus farmers markets. So if you have any bike repair experience, if you want to learn how to fix bikes, if you just really like bikes, this is definitely a program that you can work on and lead and help establish a nice resource for everybody on campus. This is a very popular program that we get a lot of questions about. So really hoping we can bring it back and everybody can, really benefit from it again. And then lastly, we have the MSA Sustainability Coordinator. So the current people for the Sustainability Coordinator position, they haven't really accomplished a lot. So he's leaving. So we want somebody who is really dedicated and really, wants to see positive change from the university, because MSA has the direct ability to get stuff done. They make legislation for the students. They have a lot of power, but they just need to actually do it. So basically, you'll be a liaison between System Mizzou and MSA. And you'll be working with both of us. It's a very fun position if you wanted to just be a part of MSA in the first place, or if you already are. This is a great opportunity to kind of, mix your worlds, get involved. Really cool. You don't necessarily, you'll be a part of MSA, not System Mizzou. But yeah, those are the other positions that we have. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, the Director of Sustainability application is on Engage and it is still open. Thank you. That is very exciting. Yeah, I know. What's his name? Landon? Yeah. No, does anybody have any questions about the positions? Anybody interested? It's okay. You don't have to say it right now, but you can email us afterwards. Or just after I stop talking.
I'm sorry, how did you say that you would apply for the exec positions, or have they already all been filled?
Just like for the director positions or just regular exec positions?
No, it's like the 4 through 7, the elected positions.
We will, so our elections are, I think it's April 28th. It's 2 weeks from now. We'll be opening an application form starting next Wednesday, so pretty much exactly a week beforehand. And then we'll, you can apply for that position, and then we'll start voting for people. This depends on if we want to do this event in person or not. It depends on the format of how we'll be doing elections. But either way, you'll have the opportunity to apply for this position, and then we'll actually do an actual vote, and everybody gets to, who becomes that position, based upon if anybody, it's like normal elections, I guess. That helps.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that kind of goes for all of these positions. If you are interested now and you want to let us know, You can email us, or you can just tell me. And then we can get that started for right before elections. And that kind of goes for all the other positions. There's a form open for the compost and gardening project, and we'll probably open another form for the other ones just to make it easy on everybody, so that way you have it in one general location. So just look out for a bunch of forms to fill out. Yeah, it's exciting.
I have a quick question real quick.
Yes.
Are there any like prereqs for applying to any of these positions? Like, is there anything? Okay.
If you've been to one meeting, like you are right now, you are allowed to run for a position. So it's in our constitution, and we will keep doing that. So you are already qualified to apply. So
Okay, sounds good.
yeah. So yeah, definitely do it. Here's some good reasons why you should do it. People can find the forms in the GroupMe, which is usually where I put the other form as well, and they'll be on our social media, mostly on our Instagram and our Facebook. So, but just check out for the GroupMe. If you aren't in the GroupMe, either put your name in the chat and we can add you, or email us. So here's some reasons to get involved. I mentioned this stuff at the beginning of like the first meeting. So have gone over this if you were there, but there's a lot of really good reasons to get involved. It's really important to your college experience, in my opinion. I think it's one of the things that made college very important for me, and I think it gave me probably most of my skills. So it's applicable skills that you actually get to learn. But you get to make friends. We have a lot of friends in here. We have a lot of fun, stuff like that. You get to figure out what you like to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do up until pretty much in Mizzou. I figured out what I wanted to do, and now I do it for a living. So it's just pretty cool. It's not sustainability related, but I figured it out just from doing this and from leading people and from being involved and wanting to get stuff done. And I think that's really cool. So you get to, one of the cool things about being directly involved with Mizzou, now that we have all of this new funding and everything, which we don't even know what to do with. We've been running off of $20 for the past 5 years. So you can utilize our resources that we have. We'll have a lot more resources starting next year. We will be directly in the student engagement sphere. We will be working with all these other organizations that we get to utilize all of their stuff, and they get to use our stuff, and we get to work internally, which is going to be the kind of the really big cool thing about this transition, is we get to work internally with administration. We get to work directly with like Res Life and CDS and all this other kind of organizations on campus, so we can actually make change and have a little bit more pull in what we want to do. Get to add it to your resume. I have filled up like 3 spots on my resume just from this club alone, so that's a lot of stuff. You get to connect and learn about your community and campus. I just said CDS, that's Campus Studying Services. So I mean, I don't know, just stuff like that. You get to learn a little bit more. You get to learn about how the university works. You get to learn about how Columbia works. You get to just kind of learn how the systems work, which is really cool. And I think it's a really cool opportunity. You get to help people. You get to see how you help people directly. Like you get to actually see like there's results in front of you, and you get to see people, benefit from what you've helped them out with, which is a really cool opportunity. And that's pretty much the purpose of Mizzou, is we're service and education, which is helping people out. You get to try a leadership position before you actually, you want to be president one day. Well, try out a historian position and try out a project leader position. Something more simple. You get not necessarily something as dedicated as a director position, but you have the opportunity to start off slow and simple and work your way up. You don't have to have experience before doing these things. You just have to want to do it. You get to gain hands-on experience. I kind of already said that, and gain new skills. You get to grow as a person, which is a rare opportunity that I most certainly did not get in any of my classes. So, it's cool. Yeah, you get to help the environment, which is kind of our whole goal here. So that's part. I kept this in here because I wanted to keep the picture in here. But all right, so that pretty much just explains what we will be doing for the rest of the semester, what we'll be working on as transitions. We will have some upcoming projects. Is Lydia here? Lydia, are you available to speak? Sure.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can you discuss our upcoming projects? Sorry to spring this upon you, but if
Oh, you're fine. So things we have coming up in like next couple weeks. Josh sent out something. There will be a stream clean this Sunday, so sign up for that. Look for that. And then I'm hoping, or we're hoping, to also plan like an e-waste and food drive. And then obviously the beekeeping and hive checkups will continue throughout the semester. So yeah, those are the project updates.
we will also be working with the Clay Club on campus to help them with a bowl fundraiser. It used to be, what did it used to be called? Oh, I forgot. But they used to work with CCUA. They used to work with the Columbia Farmers Market, and they would sell the bowls, and they would put soup in the bowls, and then you would buy the bowl and take it home. And they're handmade, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, and we will be helping them with that. So if you're interested in anything, that'll kind of tie into our local food drive as well. So it'll be towards the end of the semester, kind of towards, we usually do it around Mother's Day, or they usually do it around Mother's Day because it's a great gift to give your mom. It's something somebody else made, but something cool at least. Yeah, and then we will also be doing more garden work days before the end of the semester because I know that's really cool and really fun. And now that it's actually nice outside, we have no reason not to. So we'll be starting that again, which is really exciting. All these updates, all of them, will be in our group B and on our Instagram. So if you aren't already on those two things, please get on there. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Oh, I'm just gonna sit and wait and see if anybody has any questions.
Are you able to go a little bit more in depth about that MSA position? I know you explained it a little bit, but is there anything else you could say about it, or no, not too much?
I know base level information. If anybody from MSA wants to talk about that, I know we had at least one person, but basically they're just kind of the representative of sustainability for MSA. They kind of, try to keep sustainability on everybody's mind. They try to enact legislation surrounded by sustainability, stuff like that. I know that we had, like when we had the student sustainability fee pass, that was something that was, pushed for. I don't think we had the sustainability MSA position back then, but that would be something that you'd be, working towards. I know that the current person was trying to do recycling, like standardization on campus. That was something they were working towards. So pretty much anything that you've been wanting to see on campus, you have the opportunity to try and do that through MSA. They have a lot of power on campus, so if they do anything or not, but if that helps a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Is that a like a one-person position, or do multiple people get that position?
I believe it is just one person. So there's an application on Engage. I believe it's on MSA's page. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's where it should be. I can find a link and put it in the group me afterwards. So if you wanted to apply, I would put it in there.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I just had a question, like, now that you guys are like the kind of like the sustainability office too, so you said you're like partnering with a lot of other clubs, like how would other clubs like approach like doing some kind of gardening or like helping out with you guys?
You can just email us directly. We can work with you, and you can come to our exec meetings if you really wanted to come chat with us directly. Yeah, which is like, that way you can actually tell us what you want to get done. We can plan a date for it. Pretty much just we're open for collaboration all the time anyway, but now we just have more resources. So if you, whatever club you have in mind, just email us about it and we can work towards creating a date or whatever else you want to accomplish.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Any other questions? How to get involved with the farmers market and TTR positions. I guess there'll be a form. So yeah, fill out the form once I put it in the chat. The compost and gardening one is already up and running in the chat, but in the group me, I shouldn't say chat, this is Zoom, but in the group me. So we'll put that in the group me and you can apply to it directly. You know, if you don't have to know anything about these projects, we will guide you through them and you get to kind of like start from scratch on these, which is a really cool opportunity because the sustainability office doesn't exist anymore and we are the sustainability office. But we're still sustainable. We're branded. Yeah, I will put them in the chat for you. If you have any questions about the positions, ask them now, or you can email us about it. So, yeah. The Sustainability RHA Committee will be handing out plants on Earth Day, I believe, and they'll probably drop something in our chat. So, hey, thank you. Yeah, sad we can't do Sustainability Week this year. That would have been fantastic, but usually our Sustainability Week events bring in about 200 people, so it was a little out of the question. Can't really do that. But next year, we want to be on the Sustainability Week committee, and we want to plan a concert. Wait out for Sustainability Week 2022. So. Any other questions? Anything, comments you want to add? Anything cool you got updates about? Okay, here's one. Okay, so if you want to do an outdoor event for our last meeting, do a little emoji thing with the reactions. Thank you, Adam. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna do it then. I don't even care. Like, I think restrictions have been lifted up to 50 people on campus, which I think is ridiculous. But we'll do a nice socially distanced event, hopefully outside, depending on the weather. So that way we can you can actually see who wants to be elected to the board in person. So that'll be really exciting. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm excited about that. I actually get to see everybody for the first time. Anything else? Is everybody excited about us becoming a fully funded program on campus? I think that's really cool. So I'm pretty happy about it. It's really sad that I'm leaving. So sad. They offered me the full-time job and I'm like, I can't. I already have a job. I'm sorry. If anybody wants to work at VU, I'll refer you. So any other questions? I'm gonna keep asking. Any exec members have any updates? No. Okay. Nobody has any questions, then we will end it here. And if you have a question and you don't want to ask it right now, make sure you email us at sustainmizzou@gmail.com. Laura, did you want to say something? She was leaving. I think that's what she was doing. I think she was leaving. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. See you soon. See you in person. Bye.
Hey, Zoe, I have a quick question specifically for you.
Hi, Lily. Hi.
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 So my friend is a journalism major, and she was wondering if she could do like a quick interview with you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your head's notice before she just sends an email to you.
Yeah, I got like 4 this week, so might as well just add another one. I'm not just gonna do it anyway.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, have her email Nah, just have her email me. So,
Okay.
cool. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I will see you two in like 30 minutes. So,
See you soon.
bye. Pause record.